It is 2024, so what better time than now, early in the year, to look back at what happened in 2023 in the residential market in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. There is no better time, so we are going to do it now. What are we going to look at? We're going to hit some historical data, overall transactions over the past 10 years or so. We are going to look at what is the largest property to sell, what's the smallest property to sell, what's the most expensive property to sell, what's the least expensive property to sell. Just for some fun, we'll do some photo tours of those properties. And finally, we will look at a quarter by quarter breakdown, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. What happened in the Lynchburg MLS as far as residential property. The transaction numbers, the size of the houses on average, the price on average, days on market, etc., etc. We'll do all that kind of stuff because I know that you were thinking, man, I wish I had a breakdown of 2023 in the Lynchburg, Virginia market. I got you.
Thank you for standing with us.
Don't mention it. It's my pleasure. Let's take a look at these numbers. You will see back there in 2014, we had a low number of transactions. And then up here in 2023, the number was higher than 2014, but it was a drop off from 2021, 2022. If you're interested in more information on that, you can take a look at my video up there. I talked about why that drop-off may have happened, COVID, all that kind of stuff, what's happening with the market today, and what we can expect in 2024. So definitely take a look at that video. I think I titled it Buy Now, ? But in this video, let's take a look at some of these houses that sold. Here is the highest price house. Now this one, no surprise to you, I'm sure, looks beautiful and looks big, and it's on water. It's down at Smith Mountain Lake. And this one sold for $1.7 million. It sold in September of 2023. It was listed at $1.995. That is a gorgeous view and really nice inside as well. I like that paint color. I like the furniture. This is a beautiful place. I don't know if they sold it furnished, but you know, you can go through there and say, I want this, this, and this. See if they'll take your price. Look at that big primary bedroom. So nice. That was a 3-bed, 5-bath, 4,500 square foot property on Smith Mountain Lake. That was the highest price residential property to sell in 2023. Okay, this next one is the lowest price property to sell in 2023. Now don't blink or you're going to miss this. You ready? Here we go. And it's the same picture. There's only 2 pictures. So not a lot going on here as far as pictures. We can scroll all day long. You're going to see the same picture of the front. So let me just give you some data on what that was. That was in Alta Vista, a 3-bed, 1-bath, 984 square foot home. The agent remarks aptly said, handyman special, fixer upper. So this is probably why they didn't spend a lot of time putting photos out there of the inside. And I would love for you to guess right now what you think that property sold at. Go ahead, you can drop that in the comments. We'll wait just like 10, 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Jeopardy music is off, and it sold for $11,000. Quite a difference, $1.7 million to $11,000. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the largest property to sell. Look at this one right here. It looks beautiful. This one is not at the lake. This is in Monroe, Amherst County. Whew. Wait till I tell you how big this is. But man, just kind of glorious looking, isn't it? I feel like this could be on a TV show, or they could use it for a movie or something like that. Man, it's so nice. High ceilings. Look at the different architectural points. I mean, the window treatments, the windows themselves, the way they're laid out. I got a shot coming up here of this window that I really like. Right here, this room. I mean, these windows are great. Looks like they open out their floor to ceiling. That's a great looking room. So this property is the largest, 4-bed, 7-bath. I love these old bathroom tiles. Actually 5 full baths. So you have more full baths than you have bedrooms. The kitchen, I'm not sure about the kitchen. These pictures are a little deceiving perhaps. The kitchen doesn't look that big, but the property, yeah, man. I'll tell you at the end how many square feet. This one sold for $1.1 million. It was listed at $1.45 million, and it was on the market for 93 days. Man, 93 days is not a long time actually to find the right buyer for such a unique property as this. That's not long at all. It was built in 1942, and the primary bedroom has a his and hers bathroom, not a his and hers sink, a his and hers bathroom. So how many square feet do you think that is? Go ahead. You want to guess in the comments? You can guess, or you can just wait 5 seconds. 13,090 square feet for the largest property that sold in 2023 in the Lynchburg MLS.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Yes, that is impressive. That is very impressive. Now we'll take a look at the smallest property. And no surprise to many, this one goes back to the lake. Let's take a look here. Okay, there we got a kitchen shot and a living room shot together. That's what that is. Another kitchen, maybe a little pantry, coat closet. There's your dining room with 2 chairs. There's your dining room and bedroom. So man, everything's combined in this one room because this is a studio condo also back at Smith Mountain Lake. This one is only 300 square foot, 1 bed, 1 bath, and it sold in April for $137,000. It was listed at $139,000. So look at that one right there. Yeah, we got a lot of other pictures here because there's only so many pictures you can take of 300 square feet, but there are a lot of beautiful things to look at when you're at Smith Mountain Lake. I believe I might know someone who lived here. They may have sold recently, but this is a really nice place. If it's the same place, I can't remember if it's the exact same place. Lots of stuff to do here, lots of amenities, and of course you're at Smith Mountain Lake. So that is the smallest property that sold in 2023. Overall, we had 3,184 residential transactions in 2023 in the Lynchburg MLS. Let's break it down quarter by quarter. The first quarter, January through March, there were 712 transactions. The second quarter, April through June, there were 896 transactions. The third quarter, July through September, we had 875 transactions. And the fourth quarter, October through December, we had 701 transactions. So that's typical. You know, your heavy transaction period is going to be in that spring, summer time frame. And no surprise, October through December, when we have the holidays coming up, we have a drop off. Now, this is quite different than what we had a couple years back with COVID. It was just busy, busy, busy all year long. The average sizes of the homes that sold here in the MLS all of 2023, and this is probably constant as we look at it throughout the years, is in the high 1800s to the 1900s. That's the square footage, 1,890 square feet. And then that was in the fourth quarter, and the first 3 quarters were over 1,900 square feet. The average size is always 3 bedroom, 2 bath. You have some outliers that can push it around sometimes, but 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,900 square feet. That's what you can look at as the average residential home in the Lynchburg, Virginia area. Let me give you the average list price and sold price in the different quarters. Quarter 1, list price $305,000, sales price $298,000. Quarter 2, average list price $306,000, average sold price $305,000. Quarter 3, average list price $321,000, average sales price $319,000. And fourth quarter, average list price just about $298,000 and average sales price just about $293,000. Now, when we talk about days on the market, I'm going to throw this up here also. Average days on the market throughout the quarters. You see those numbers there, 30, 23, 30, 29. Something that may be useful to you is to consider if you're selling your house or if you're making offers on homes that are listed in that 30-day time period, the first 30 days. Normally, we look at days on the market and we break it up into these different categories. 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, 90 to 120, and 120 plus. Let's look at the sales price percentage to the list price in these different quarters. You will notice that if the house sold within the first 30 days, the sales price to list price is usually at the highest percentage. So all in the 99s took them to first place in the sales percentage, except for quarter 2, which is at 100+%, and still that was the second highest of all those different breakdowns. And again, that's because we had a ton of properties in the first 30 days that sold at that 100+% to kick it over that mark. However, in I think it was the 60 to 90 day mark right there, there were like 2 properties or 2% of the properties that pushed up just a little bit over 100. It still wasn't 101%, but it took first place as far as the sales percentage to the list percentage. That's unusual. Normally what we find, if you have an agent listing your house, man, it's your house, right? You get to say what the price is on it. If you have a buyer, if you are a buyer and you have an agent representing you, they're helping you with, hey, can we offer $40,000 under the list price when it's only been on the market 5 days? As best as you can, you should trust your agent. Hopefully you trust your agent. Take their information, take their guidance, and of course you make the decision. What do we want to price this at? What do we want to offer? But when it's priced right, you get the best chance of getting that thing sold within the first 30 days, and you get the best chance of having the highest sales percentage compared to the listing percent price. That's what you want to do. You want to sell it quickly, and you want to sell it for the most money possible. Of course, if you're the buyer, you want to buy it for the least amount of money possible. But if you get in early and make a good, strong offer, you may just ward off some competition and you may get it for a good price still within those first 30 days. So that is our look back at 2023. I am excited about what's to come in 2024 and 2025, to be honest. I think those interest rates are going to keep coming down a little bit. So if you're thinking about getting back into the game here, go ahead and watch that other video, Buy Now, and you have my name and my number. Feel free to reach out to me. As always, I appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you on the next video.